Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 760. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's going on, guys?
All right, so we've heard the Rotten Tomatoes rating. We've heard that the reviews are mostly bad for Suicide Squad. We're still going to go see it anyway. I mean, I think me and Sharon are going to go see it tomorrow. You saw it, Chris, right?
Yeah, I saw it this morning.
Okay, what happened?
I didn't like it. I was not a fan of this. I don't want to say at all because there were some things that I did like about the movie.
Okay.
But I mean, majority of it though, I was pretty disappointed. I think that's fair to say it. I didn't hate it, but I was very disappointed with what I saw, and that's unfortunate because I really wanted this to be good. I was really excited for this. And then, now mind you, I did not read any reviews from Rotten Tomatoes. I've heard that they were bad, but I didn't read any of the reviews. So I'm not going in with those reviews in my mind.
Okay.
I haven't read reviews on Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb. I've heard a few reviewers that have actually enjoyed the movie. It said it was like average, but I have to say I disagree with them. I think it was disappointing, honestly.
I see. Was the editing bad?
Yes.
Oh.
Mainly towards the end. I felt it throughout the movie, and I went to see it with two of my friends, and one of my friends who was more excited for it than I was said he said this was really disappointing. The editing was bad, and you could definitely tell that, like, I had a difficult time. This was just me personally. I had a difficult time, like, telling the second act from the third. It just felt like one big act at the end. At the beginning, they did some things with the introduction of the characters that I can't stand.
Okay.
I thought it was very lazy. They did almost like title cards for the characters themselves. And I was like, I see where they're coming from, but this was really lazy. I've seen this in a few other movies, too, and it's lazy there as well.
How much screen time did the Joker have?
Very little.
What would you say, all in together?
I want to say maybe 10 minutes.
Ugh.
Maybe. I mean, they felt very quick to me. And I got to tell you something right now. From what I've seen just from this movie, I don't like Jared Leto as the Joker.
Oh, no.
He wasn't scary to me. He wasn't, like, dark humor funny. He wasn't threatening. In my opinion, he was kind of annoying, honestly.
Oh, no.
And that wasn't Jared Leto's fault, because the acting was good. But as for the character, he was annoying. And I got to say, Harley Quinn was good, but she annoyed me at parts in this movie, too.
Okay. Who was the best character?
Waller. Amanda Waller. Hands down, in my opinion. Amanda Waller was the best. I want to see a movie about her. That's how good she was in this movie.
Well, all right, so Will Smith, what about him?
Deadshot is not in this movie. Will Smith is in this movie.
Oh.
Will Smith played Will Smith. I had heard a reviewer say this before, and I was like, come on, man. I went to see the movie, and I was like, oh, my gosh, he was right.
Oh, no.
Now, I have to say this, though. Deadshot was in my favorite scene in this movie. Deadshot has two very good scenes in this movie.
Okay. One
of them was amazing. The other one was really, really cool with Deadshot, but another one involved Deadshot and another big character. And it was the only time in this movie that I was, like, out of my seat. Like, oh, my gosh. Like, because I wasn't expecting it.
Right.
But I got to say, other than that one scene, the rest of the movie, I was just kind of like, oh.
What about Ben Affleck as Batman?
Great, honestly.
Okay, go. So,
from what he was in, I have to say, he was.
How much screen time did he have? Like 10 minutes?
No, very little. Very little. It was a cameo, basically.
Was the Flash in it?
The Flash was in it, yes, cameo.
Okay.
Nothing really to rate there.
Nobody else really cameoed or no?
Not really.
Okay. So you've seen it, and obviously this is going to be a huge weekend for Suicide Squad. Obviously, because people have never seen it yet, it's probably going to be, what, like 200 million, 180 million or something?
Honestly, I really don't know. I couldn't get a read on what everybody else was feeling with the movie. I didn't hear anybody else talking about it.
Okay.
But just talking about it with my two friends, I thought it was disappointing. One of my other friend thought it was just plain bad. And
Right.
my other friend, who's not really a big comic book fan, was like, it was okay. Like, he was just like, I don't, as a movie, it was just okay. It wasn't anything special. Now, there is something I want to talk about specifically, the thing that bothered me the most. The villains in this movie are horrendous.
No. Oh, my God.
I mean, there's one villain in this movie who literally has no point in being there. He's just there. He just does things. There's the way the main villain gets what they want was laughable. I sat there and I was like, really? That's how they get what they need? Like I was like, but at that point I was just like, I was still into it. I was like, well, okay, this is gonna go somewhere, and
Right.
it kind of and then the resolution to this movie, and this was the biggest flaw for me. The resolution to the movie did not need to involve the Suicide Squad. You could have had other people do this, and it would have had the same result. You'll see what I mean, too. Nothing that happened in the resolution required the Suicide Squad, save for, like, one of the characters. But I mean, like, the main resolution for the main villain, none of it would have required the main Suicide Squad.
Jeez.
And speaking of the Suicide Squad themselves, I can say this right now. Slipknot, Katana, Killer Croc, who else? Everybody else was kind of important. But those three characters, could have taken them out of the movie, you never would have noticed.
Oh, my God.
Oh, and Captain Boomerang. He had like 3 good scenes in the movie. And I was like, wow. What? Wow. That's fantastic. Why is he here? Why?
Right.
I questioned why those 4 characters were in this movie, and I asked one of my friends, and he was like, yeah, I know. They shouldn't have been there.
So the movie wasn't released in China because of one character?
Because of Enchantress.
How many minutes did she have in the movie? The whole movie?
She's the main villain.
She's the main Suicide Squad?
She's the main villain of the whole movie. I don't mean to spoil it, but I think people have figured that out already.
Okay. All right.
Now
Spoilers.
there is one other villain in this movie who's related to her, literally. But yeah.
Okay.
I just don't. I was so disappointed walking out of this movie. There's one after credits scene. It's mid credits. That was okay. But I got to tell you,
Just one or two?
Just one. We stood till the after credits, and there was
so
nothing.
mid credits, and that's it, right?
Mid credit, which is good. I like mid credits.
All right, so you don't have to stay to the end. All right.
The mid credit scene was cool.
Right.
It was probably one of the better scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
Honestly.
So you would say no to a Suicide Squad 2?
No, I wouldn't say no to a Suicide Squad 2. I would say yes, make Suicide Squad 2, but with a different director.
Okay.
In a different direction, because there was a lot of this movie, and I know a lot of people are going to do this, and I think they're justified in doing this. There is a lot of parallels to Guardians of the Galaxy, but it was like if Guardians of the Galaxy hit the rush button.
Okay.
And was like, here are these characters, go do something. Like, that's what it felt like. Like, literally, after they introduced the characters, it's like the second after they introduced the last member of the Suicide Squad, it's like, shit starts to happen. Go, be the Suicide Squad, quickly. That's what it felt like.
That's terrible. Terrible. All right. So we're going to go see it tomorrow. And then I'll have my review on here. And then that's going to be fun to see what that's going to be. All right, guys. Take care. Bye for now.